Hey everyone, I'm Almar of almarsguides.com, and this is a video guide here to go over my Sparks farming location in Malchor's Leap. Now this location is only available when your server owns the Temple of Zephyrs. It's a group event and it takes a bit of effort in order to capture it, especially since people rarely ever come to Malchor's Leap. But once you do, Sparks will start spawning in Malchor's Leap as well as Northern Curse Shore and Southern Curse Shore by the Gates of Ara. This video here is going to go over the Spark spawning location south of the Temple of Zephyrs in the Karst Plains. For other videos on Sparks farming locations, you can visit my channel. Simply can get there by clicking my YouTube username, and I also have videos covering the Sparks in Curse Shore and, well, both locations in Curse Shore. So, the Sparks and Air Elementals in Karst Plains are what you're going to be farming for the charged Lodestones that we are so obviously after. Now, what you're going to want to do is avoid the risen mobs in this area if you don't want to, be fighting unnecessary stuff while you're trying to do all of this farming. You can kill the risen if you want to. They drop heavy moldy bags, which will add a little bit to the fine crafting materials to your list. And also, depending on how spaced out everything is, rather how slow the spawns are, you might want to kill the risen in the meantime, and they will help you build up your superior sigil of luck and stuff like that. Also, there are some veteran air elementals by I can't remember what the town is, but at the southeastern end or southwestern end of the Karst Plains, there's air elementals by the town that usually has the catapult event. And that's something else to watch out for. At the veteran air elementals, you can get hit by the catapults if the event is going on. I do show it in the video. I actually get hit by the catapults a few times, so I stopped going over there because it's just really, really annoying. But you would be able to pull the veteran air elementals away, which do probably have a higher drop rate on charged lodestones than the other non-veteran mobs. Now, aside from that, the main thing that you should keep in mind is to stack as much Magic Find while farming here as possible. Magic Find will improve your drop rate of charged lodestones as well as pretty much drop rate of getting anything at all that is good. I highly recommend you use the best Magic Find food available to you, which would be Omnom Berry Bars and or Cup of Lotus Fries. Now, Cup of Lotus Fries gives you 30% Magic Find, the same exact amount Omnom Berry Bars do, but cost less than 1 silver each, whereas Omnom Berry Bars cost almost 3 silver per bar. The reason for this is the Omnom Berry Bars also give you 40% Magic Find, as well as the 30%, or 40% Gold Find, as well as the 30% Magic Find. I don't know if I said that right the first time, but that's what I meant. Now, mobs very commonly drop money when they die, so the Omnom Berry Bars actually pay for themselves quite quickly. Usually within 10 minutes, you'd find enough money off of the mobs to pay for the entire Omnom Berry Bar. So that's definitely worth keeping in mind if you're feeling a little stingy with your money and you don't really want to spend that extra bit for the Omnom Berry Bar. It will pay for itself rather quickly. Now, aside from that, I showed the circle of the location in the beginning of the video. You'll want to stay inside here for farming the Karst Plains. You can go a little bit up the stairs to the north, entering into the Temple of Zephyrs. There's some spirits up here, like Spirits of Freedom, Spirits of Vengeance, and also some sparks up on the staircase. So you can venture up there if you want, and also to a little bit west of the stairs, going up towards the other waypoint. There's a few sparks up here, but that's mostly when we start running into Risen. And on the far eastern side of the Karst Plains, you'll notice like this big broken down, I can't remember what it is, but it closely resembles a wall. If you go on the other side of this wall, you're only going to ever run into Risen mobs. So there's a very consolidated location where you'll be able to farm sparks. Chances are, if you see spirits around, like the owls or like the owl beast looking things with the bows and stuff, you're in the proper area for farming the sparks. The downside of many people farming here is due to the fact that the location is so big. You won't be able to get to the player that is killing a spark before he kills the spark, so you won't be able to get enough damage in on the spark in order to get loot for it yourself. That can be resolved if you go to the farming area north of Sierra Shadowfen. The sparks are more consolidated to one location, and you'll be able to attack all of them as well as everybody else. Although you will be waiting for respawns, because the area is so small, you'll wind up just tearing through all of the sparks before they even have a chance to respawn. Now, as for loot in this farming location, what we're going to primarily be looking for, and obviously farming here for, is charged lodestones. At this current point in time, they're going for quite a bit each, up to 3 gold. I'm pretty sure I seen them for last night on the auction house. Now, that's really, really good. 3 gold, and even if you find one every 2 hours, that's still really, really good money. That'll be 1 gold, 50 silver an hour, without factoring in the vendor trash, which is about 75 silver per hour that you're farming here. Now, I'll get into the diminishing returns a little bit later. I want to go over the rest of the loot first, but rest assured I will get into that. Now, the other loot you'll get here is Opal Shards and Opal Crystals. I highly recommend, since you'll lose money with the deposit and the auction house's cut, that you don't list these on the auction house. You just vendor them if you don't plan to use them yourself or deposit them into your collectibles tab. And you'll also be getting other vendor trash such as gray items, white items, blue items, green items, and stuff like that. Now, you'll want to salvage the white items with a low-end salvage kit, such as the basic salvage kit or a crude salvage kit. These will still, this will still give you a chance of getting, well, actually, you'll have a 100% chance of getting the any crafting component from these, such as you'll get like mithril, silk, and stuff like that. You won't want to salvage the rawhide or hard leather scraps, because they salvage into thick leather scraps, which just do not sell well at all. They usually vendor for like 8 copper, and they won't sell for any more than that on the auction house. So you want to stay away from them. Now, onto diminishing returns, since that is a big question that a lot of people ask and a big concern that a lot of players have. Diminishing returns usually kick in after about an hour of farming the same location, depending on how much you killed during that hour. So what you want to do every hour after farming here, if you decide to actually stay here for that long even, is run around Malchor's Leap and gather all of the goodies here. You'll get like elderwood logs, mithril, ori chalcum, omnon berries, ghost peppers, stuff like that. I have I have quite a few different guides on my website going over Malchor's Leap's gathering path. You can feel free to take a look at that if you're unsure of the best path to use while running through Malchor's Leap. To reach my website, just follow the link in the description. As I say in the beginning of every video, it's almarsguides.com if you're unsure, or came in late or decided to just start listening late. Completely on you. But aside from that, there's really nothing else to say about this farming location, except for if you do decide to come here, of course, as always, good luck, happy hunting. Don't forget to stack your magic find. And that's pretty much all. If you guys have any comments, concerns, please post them in the comments section. And as always, like and subscribe for future Guild Wars 2 videos.